Hi everyone, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook. It's been about a month, I think, since I have made a video. Just as I suspected, summer just kind of swept me off my feet, and I've been really bad even at checking videos to see what everybody else is up to. But I have been still reading, not as much as I would have liked to, but I think, summer is just time to be outside and doing things, so that's what I've been focusing on. Um, first thing I wanted to do is say thank you to Jen Campbell, who actually, I think she had done a video about a month ago, and I guess she mentioned my channel, and so I've got all these new subscribers. So welcome to everybody that's here. Um, no pressure. Uh, I just, it's exciting to meet other people. I never pay attention to the numbers of subscribers, but what I do pay attention to is the quality of the comments that are left and being able to dialogue with people, because that's really what matters to me the most. But I am appreciative of her saying such kind words about me. And it was kind of a mystery at first of me trying to figure out what's going on. All of a sudden, there's people subscribing. And I'm not like a prolific video maker. So to me, I was like a little bit surprised. So without further ado, I don't want to take up too much time. I just wanted to do a quick book chat. Today is my son's birthday also, so I need to hustle because I need to go and hang out with him. And it's also his last day of summer, so tomorrow is school day. I have 4 books that I have read over the past month-ish, maybe a little more than that. And so I probably won't be as good as normal in terms of talking a little more in depth about the books because it's hard to remember them. But I wanted to mention them, and if anybody had any other comments or suggestions based on stuff that I've read here that you think that I might like, I'm always adding to the TBR as if I don't have enough books. But the first book is a cozy mystery that I had got, I don't even want to say, a long time ago, for about $1.50. And it's Her Royal Spyness Solves Her First Mystery by, I guess you called it Rice Bowen. Reese Bowen? I'm butchering the name. It's a cozy mystery. It's really very light and cute, and it follows this young lady who is like the 34th in line to the throne, and of course there's a murder, and then she has to solve it. This is the first in this series, and I like to sneak cozy mysteries in between some of the heavier stuff. And they're just fun, and I like when they're series because then you kind of follow along with people like your friends, like you're hanging out with them. So we'll see. I think this was good. It served its purpose, and it was really an easy read. So I will definitely read another one to see. I never judge, especially in the beginning of a series. I don't judge too harshly because I know that people are just starting and they're building up some more characters and more depth to it. So it was fun. So that was definitely a good one. It was good beach read size too. The next one is called The Yellow Envelope. This one I saw at my library. It was on the new book section, and the cover caught my eye. The color and the cover, and I was like, what is this? Never heard of it, but it is a new release, and the story is a true story. It's kind of, I don't read a lot of necessarily travel fiction, but it is like a travel memoir to some degree. The story is about, and her name is Kim Dinan, and she decides that one day that she wants to, and she has this feeling, and she wants to travel the world. She wants to quit her job and travel the world. And so she talks to her husband, that she's married, no kids at the time, and they decide that they're going to do this. And a good friend of theirs, a couple that's a friend of theirs, decides that they want to give them a yellow envelope, which is really cool about this is that they put a yellow envelope. It's empty at the back, but for you to use if you had bought the book. Their friends give them this yellow envelope, and they give them a certain amount of money, and they tell them basically that they can spend it as they would like, in hopes that they're going to use it for, to help people. And there's no, and they gave them these rules. I don't know if I have it written down now, but they gave them certain rules, like not to overthink it, not to feel compelled to tell the couple what they did, spend the money on, um, and to just enjoy the experience. So they set off on, they sell their stuff, and they set off and they go to, I think, is it Ecuador? I'm not sure where the first place. They went to about, I would say, 5 or 6 countries in total, I think, in the book, which also appealed to me because I love to be able to peek in on it. But I have to say that the story about Kim and her experience really was more interesting to me, or maybe not more interesting. It took a priority to me as a woman, a female, a mom, and a wife, because in the very beginning, without giving any spoilers on it, she starts to question her role and how she's perceived herself and what her identity was prior to being married. And so, and then the experience of her and her husband being in foreign countries, and just an unfamiliar territory, and how they interact with each other. Really good. I mean, I put a lot of flags in here. I'm actually holding this hostage, and I need to return it to the library, but I wanted you to see the cover so you could know, because I don't know how to do those fancy. So this one is really good. I highly recommend it. I did go online after I wrote up my thoughts to see, and some people were a little critical of her, thought she was whiny. I didn't see any of that. I felt like she was being very open and letting us know how she felt during this experience. And I thought she also explored the how she changed from the beginning of the experience to the end, with her concept of being of service to people in need in other countries, and how some things can be perceived negatively or not, or patronizing. So I thought that was also a real important topic that she talked about in here, because everybody wants to do good, but is it coming from the right place, and are you thinking and being thoughtful about who's the recipient and how it's being received? So that was really good. I know I'm talking too long. This one was Cocaine Blues, and I had gotten this from a birthday, and I told everybody about it. It is based on the TV series, the Miss Fisher Mysteries, which I love. This is the first book in it. And I have to say, for those of you who haven't read it, who have watched the series, it is very close to what happens on the series. I don't know. I would love to hear somebody that reads this that never watched the series to see how they react to this. I think I liked, obviously, the series better on the TV, because I've already, I just love all the characters and the people that are portraying them. It's a great cast. But I do think I will continue to read some of these, because what I have heard on Litzy from other people is that it's hit or miss. Some of these are super, super good, and some are they're okay, they're good, but they're not. So this was the first. I'm going to, again, give it another shot and try another one, but it's Cocaine Blues by Carrie Greenwood. It's good. I enjoyed it, but I would love to hear anybody else's thoughts on it that might have read it. The last one, I feel bad, because right after I read this, I wanted to do a video, but just time never happened, and, and you rarely see me with a very new book. I'm usually kind of behind the times. So this is What We Lose. It's a novel by Zinzi Clemens. Oh, first of all, look at the fall color. I love the cover. It's pretty. So it was a must-buy. I got this on Martha's Vineyard this summer. This story, I did listen to an interview of her after I read the book, and she did say that this is really, it is, although it doesn't say it's a memoir, it is based very closely on her experiences. And the character, the main character that's in this book, her father, I think, her mother is from South Africa, and her father is, I think he's American. I think so. I can't believe I can't remember everything. Look at all the flags, you'd think, right? But again, it's always good to do the reviews right after you read the book. The book talks a lot about her experience of kind of like culture shocking, like when she goes to South Africa to visit her mother's family there, and how her experience is here in the United States, and how she really can't find a way, or if she finds it challenging to fit in. When she talks about herself with the African Americans in this country, and tries to refer to herself as black, they kind of, are a little bit, you're not. And then when she goes to South Africa, well, she's not really quite South African. So it explores that, but in the story, there's also her relationship with her mom and her father, her mother. I don't want to make sure I don't say. Yeah, doesn't say, so I'm not going to say. It explores the relationship between her mother and her father, and then after I heard the interview with her online, I was really curious of how much of this. There's some kind of intense, a little intense sexual content, little bit, but some in there, and I was like, oh, that's a little personal. Hopefully, I don't know if that's fiction or if that's memoir. So really good book. It's really short and very fast to read. I think it's under 200 pages. I would definitely keep my eye out for the next book that she writes. I think that it was a very thoughtful book. She talked about topics I could even relate to, certain things that she talked about. And I think that she's a new person to actually look for. I wish I could say more. I don't have even my notes with me right now. But I just think that I felt like this was really, really, I could have sat and just done this in one sitting if I was just didn't have anything else to do, but I have to cook and all the other good things. So definitely, I highly recommend it. I am going to try to come back to more of a better schedule in September, because my kids will be all in school starting tomorrow, and I'm going to get on it. I've been kind of in a slump these last few weeks, I think, just because I'm sad. Summer's leaving. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. I don't know why I'm so sad, but so we'll see. I hopefully will come with some more books that I've read, and I'm trying not to buy books. Let's see what happens with that. But I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and I'm going to keep this as brief as possible, and I will talk to you all soon. And welcome to all the new people that are subscribed. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to get it right. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.